Hey everybody, welcome back. Guess what we're reading? Shakespeare's Macbeth. It's a play. It's fantastic, one of my favorites. I took a class on Shakespeare, got an A, and I wrote a couple of papers about this play, especially about Lady Macbeth, the crazy lady. There's a cute, short, condensed, plays on free on YouTube of this play to kind of help you contextualize what's going on. It is very cool. We're in Act 5, Scene 1, at the Dunsinane Castle. Enter a doctor of physic and a waiting gentlewoman. Doctor: I have 2 nights to watch with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked? Gentlewoman: Since his majesty went into the field. I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed, yet all this while in a fast sleep. Doctor: A great perturbation in nature, to receive at once the benefit of sleep, and do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking, and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say? Gentlewoman: That, sir, which I will not report after her. You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should. Neither to you nor any one, having no witness to confirm my speech. Enter Lady Macbeth with a taper. So what's going on here? The waiting gentlewoman, you can think of her as a nurse or a handmaiden. She's talking to the doctor and says that Lady Macbeth has been acting very strangely. She's been going to her closet, she's unlocking it, she's writing on paper, she's mumbling, but the doctor asks her, what is she saying? And she's like, I won't even repeat it so that nobody can ever witness that I said it. So that tells you something about what this lady has heard Lady Macbeth mumble under her breath in a trance. Lo, you, here she comes, this is her very guise, and upon my life fast asleep. Observe her, stand close. How came she by that light? Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually, 'tis her command. She has a candlelight with her always. She doesn't want to be in the dark. Remember before she killed helped kill the king and stuff like that, she was all telling the dark spirits to take her milk for gall, unsex me here. She was saying all this, calling Macbeth unmanly for not wanting to kill his king. And now look at how she's drawn a transformation. Doctor: You see, her eyes are open. Aye, but their scents are shut. Do you see what she said, the nurse? The sense is shut, like she's gone, like that ain't her. Her eyes are open, but she ain't there. What is it she does now? Look, how she rubs her hands. It is an accustomed action with her, to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her continue in this a quarter of an hour. So the doctor's like, why does she keep washing her hands? And the nurse is like, I've been seeing her do that like for a quarter of an hour, right? She's like, for minutes upon minutes, just keeps washing her hands. Lady Macbeth: Yet here's a spot. Doctor: Hark, she speaks. I will set down what comes from her, to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly. Lady Macbeth: Out! Damn spot, out, I say. 1, 2, why, then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky, fie, my lord, fie, I soldier afeard. What need we fear, who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have so much blood in him? So, what is she doing? She's washing her hands and saying, there's a spot. Oh, there's a spot, right? And she's saying about the king, who thought that the old man could have so much blood in him? Doctor: Do you mark that? Lady Macbeth: The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What, will these hands ne'er be clean? No more o' that, my lord, no more o' that. You more all with this starting. She says to herself, will these hands ever be clean? She's having delusions. She's committed such an atrocity that her hands seem stained with blood, and that no matter how much she washes them, even though they're like physically clean, in her mind's eye they're filled with blood still. Brilliant. Doctor, go to, go to. You have known what you should not. Gentlewoman, she has spoke what she should not. I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known. Lady Macbeth, here's the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh. So what is she still smells the blood. And she says not all the perfumes of Arabia could take out the smell of the blood from her hands. Remember, she's traumatized by what she did. She asked for the evil spirits to give her this. She thinks they did. Instead, they gave her a curse. Think about it. Think about it. You can say the creator gave it to her, or the witches. Either or both, right? Either way. Doctor, what a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged. Gentlewoman, I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body. Well, well, well. Pray God it be, sir. This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep, who have died holily in their beds. Lady Macbeth, wash your hands, put on your nightgown. Look not so pale, I tell you yet again. Banquo's buried, he cannot come out un's grave. Doctor, even so. Lady Macbeth, to bed, to bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come, 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 give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed. Exit Lady Macbeth. She says, what's done cannot be undone. Doctor, will she go now to bed? Directly. Doctor, foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More need she the divine than the physician. God forgive us all. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keeps eyes upon her. So good night. What does the doctor say? She needs divine help. She doesn't need a physician's help. And then she says, he says, the doctor, infected minds tell their secrets to pillows that can't hear them. My mind has mated and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak. Gentlewoman, good night, good doctor. Exit. What's brilliant is, she hears there's a knocking at the gate. Notice this knocking. Macbeth had a knocking, and now Lady Macbeth has a knocking. Right? Ta, ta, ta. And she says, come, come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed. As if bed is like this refuge. Because like when I've had a hard day, it feels so good to lay down and take a nap, a cat nap. You wake up, you feel rejuvenated. But notice, no nap can truly help her because she's sleepwalking. She's having delusions while she's awake. She keeps washing her hands. It tells you the heaviness of the deed she has done. Ah, Shakespeare's brilliant.